EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Condors of Portland taking on the Bisons of Buenos Aires. First game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They begin with a run by Miller, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. When you look at this defense, this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry now for Miller. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
On first and 10, Dickinson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Second and 10. In motion, right goes Hopkins. On second down, here's Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
to a speedy right on Goodwin. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Condors take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. When you look at this defense, this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They spent the week at practice in. We know our rating's not that great, and we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
Off play action. Dickinson going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. And touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Condors are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Ballman. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bauman. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's Mooney with another catch. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. This one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
21-0 our score after 1. 2nd quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ballman. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Spears on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Off the play fake. Bauman. That's to the sideline and incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
19 Lions, 60 Wildcats, 60 Wildcats.
Looking to throw. Bauman. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll run it again with Miller. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dickinson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Dickinson. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 10. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st down, Bauman. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off play action. Dickinson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a sofa out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage. With that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Miller is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Dickinson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.T. Perry from 3 yards out. And the Condors continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight.
Throwing on 1st down. Bauman going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep here from Mooney. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
19 Lions,
to throw again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Come on, set.
They'll go for it. It's Spears. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go. 70 range. 7 Pirates. 19 tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Condors have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, Bauman. He'll let it fly for Austin. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Dickinson. And his throw here's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Dickinson. That is caught. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
First down pass. Intercepted.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. He's
going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Back to throw. Ballman. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Dickinson. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Dickinson. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run with.
He's got a man, complete, and it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Condors add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here,
They knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game one, they took care of business with it in game two.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Pass the 20 for a short gain, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Spears with another carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got room past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Back to throw. Bauman. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And they're going to speed things up here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Bauman looking deep here for Mooney. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The offense on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Bauman. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Back to throw. Ballman. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football, just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there, ends up getting spilled for a loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Looking to throw. Dickinson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for Portland, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road